I mean, on the outside, he was handsome, but ugh. It takes a lot more than good looks to turn me on. Sorry.
It just takes a cheeseburger. Anyway, so you were down to get gangbanged until you realized that he was calling someone to listen? I'm confused. Hello guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you are new, my name is Charlie. Please consider subbing before you exit this video. Now in today's video, I'm doing a retro react to Chantel. This apparently is some type of catfish story, so I am excited to get into it. I love catfish stories. I used to watch the show Catfish. Obviously, the intent behind the person catfishing is not great. However, I do enjoy hearing about them, so let's get right into the video. Oh, that's good.
It's bullshit. What is this bullshit? Close your legs. You're a damn skank. Excuse me. I caught you in the act, didn't I? What are you doing? Why are you sitting with people?
That's actually really cute.
Why do you look ashamed? Be. Yes, be. Shit on a cracker.
Even the portions were better.
Hi, Foodie Beauties! My lovers. I'm back. Let's not fight again. So I've been away for a few days. I didn't realize how much I was uploading until I missed you guys. But I do take statutories off, holidays off. Hey guys. I'm just kidding. Yeah, it was Easter, so I was really busy. Let me get this jar out of the way. I was kind of busy. And I've just been like doing some planning. So
I really like her better with short hair.
Okay, I'm back. So yeah, I missed you guys. I just want to say this before I begin. I don't think I'm going to announce what I'm doing before I do it. Like the Will It Pizza, total flunk. That was a fail. I'm impulsive, and I impulsively say I'm going to do things when they seem like a good idea without thinking of the logistics first. So in a small apartment, making homemade pizza, I mean, I will try it someday, but to do it like as a series.
She actually mentioned something similar to this in her recent video with Pete's, saying that that kitchen is pretty huge. Let's see if she goes back to these ideas that she had that she couldn't bring to fruition because of the excuses of the size of the apartment, the condition of the apartment. Clearly this new townhouse is a lot different from where she was now at this point. So therefore, let's see if she starts to become more creative and put more effort into these cooking videos and all these other things that she wants to do that isn't monetizing her addiction. I have a lot of doubts. I really don't think it's going to happen. Maybe once a week. If she even did it once a week at this point, I'd give her credit because it's at least moving in the right direction, but we'll see.
Theories. I just don't think it's a good idea right now. Health week, well, I should be trying to incorporate healthy regularly, right? But, yeah. I'm just going to do what I'm going to do, and I'm going to take all of your,
she says this every few months.
I will be doing those, of course, the ones that are feasible for me to do and the ones that, I would like to do. And I appreciate all your comments and your suggestions, but I'm not going to talk anymore about weight loss surgery, about weight loss, about that part of my life. Because somebody has pointed out it is a bit of a downer. I mean, this is a foodie channel, and that part of my life I'm just going to keep private for now. Doesn't mean I'm not going to try to, be a healthier person or whatever, but if I don't want to, at least I didn't put it out there and say I'm going to, and then people pick apart every little thing you say. You know what I mean? So when your life is private, when your life is out there on YouTube, it's absolutely subject to scrutiny. I mean, that goes without saying. You're on YouTube and on public, so yeah, I get that. But
fair use
I don't think I'm really into that. That's not what I want for my channel right now. So I'm just going to leave it as is and just continue with the food and story times. And I will do all kinds of food. It's not going. I'm actually going to do a lot less takeout. I'm not going to probably eat takeout for a while. I find cooking homemade food is so much fresher, so much better. Tastes
correct.
So much better.
100%.
So, for example, what I made today.
That looks good.
Stuffed portobello mushrooms. And these are some
pickles.
Big deli pickles. I love pickles. So these are just big portobello mushroom caps that I've roasted in the oven, stuffed with some corn, some Kalamata olives, some little tomatoes, fresh cilantro, some other spices, a little bit of salt and pepper.
She can cook. I don't understand why she keeps doing what she's doing present day.
Now, you know, it's so easy to make this meal vegan. Take out the Parm cheese. It's a vegan meal, and it's delicious. So, I'm just going to add some hummus.
Okay.
Little glob there.
Little? Okay. I mean,
and a little glob here.
It could be worse. So.
Now, to drink, I have a big glass of ice, big jar of ice, and I have naturally flavored blood orange sparkling beverage. I love blood oranges. Oh yeah. Hi. I wasn't talking to you. Every time I say hi to you guys, you can say, well, hi to you too, baby. Hi to you too.
We miss you, baby. Oh, but we want better for
orange, like the peel. Woo.
You know what's so different about this video? If you notice in this video, she's not so much in a rush to eat. A lot of her current videos, she's in a rush to eat because they are binges. This one, she doesn't seem to be in a rush to eat at all. And she seems even pleasant in this video as well. The thing is, her attitude is worse when she is actually binging on camera because majority, at least nowadays, majority of her mukbangs are binges. That's why she's rushing. That's why she's so irritated. That's why she seems so impatient. Even without it being sped up, that's how she is in those mukbangs.
Oh my god, and I have a story for you today. O-M. FG. It's not sweet. Oh, I love it. Okay, want a bite of my pickle? Sounds sexual. I was catfished. Okay.
Oh, she was catfished. I don't know why I thought...
This is the worst. Oh, I'm gonna need a knife. So, back with the knife. So yeah, I was catfished. Okay, get this, okay? This is probably not a video for the younger audience, that's for sure. But, in 2004, when I was finished high school, so I went away to that volunteer program, came back, went for a year of high school, and most of my friends had dropped out, so I was going to school alone. I'm not saying that to be mean, it's just what happened. A lot of my friends that were in school had dropped out or were finished. Anyway, so I decided that I would go to university right out of high school. Bad idea for me. And I would move in with my aunt.
Why is it a bad idea?
Who at the time lived in Ottawa, Ontario. And...
Look, she's been speaking more than she's eating.
That's really good. You guys want a bite?
Thank God.
My veggie foodie fan?
No.
You can stuff these with whatever. And there's fresh garlic in there too. The flavor. So fresh. So anyways, I decided to move up there in January. I decided to start in the winter semester for school. I would live with her in her apartment. She lives in Jamaica now, and at the time she lived in Ottawa, where I went to university.
She really loves this aunt. She speaks about her a lot.
At the time that I was moving, she wouldn't be there for me. She was gone away for 2 weeks to Jamaica. And at the time I was emotionally dependent and I needed help. I mean, I was moving away, going to school. There wasn't really anybody there for me when I got there. So I had the place to myself. But, I was younger, kind of careless. And, anyways, so I moved in, had my own room, my own computer in there. And you guys remember the chat room IRC? Like that chat platform IRC had different chat rooms and things?
I remember AOL.
The corn is not frozen. Everything is fresh. So...
That's really good. I wish she would go back to this. Home cooked does taste better than
I ended up
eating out. It really does.
Out of loneliness.
Unless you're in Berlin.
In the Ottawa chat room, one of the Ottawa chat rooms, talking to some guy, started talking to me. Fresh cilantro.
Okay, girl. The story is...
I can't remember his name even. But we talked often. He described himself as, pay attention to this, 6'4", short blondish hair, like dirty blonde, green eyes, and athletic build.
Okay.
Okay. You know, that's one thing. I mean,
This is okay. I take back what I said.
You know, a kind of alarm went off. Like,
not talking.
Is he for real? You know, it sounds too perfect, or whatever. But no, it could just be. You know, it looks like that. Whatever. So I was like, ooh, okay. You know, I normally have more of a thing for brunettes, for men that have dark hair, but I mean, I don't discriminate, right? If I like a guy, I like a guy. So he's like, well, why don't we meet? Why don't I come over? You know, your aunt's gone, perfect. And I was like, oh, that's a good idea. And I was like excited, like we could, you know, get together. Okay. Seemed like such a nice guy, but don't they always? Sorry, you might not want to hear about this, babe.
How awkward.
It was a nightmare, so.
Even if he doesn't care, like, I would wait until he's gone. First, I'd make sure it's okay that, you know, I share this online to thousands of people. But I would wait until he's gone to share this. That's just so awkward. I don't know. I can't say it's disrespectful because I don't know their relationship.
Right off the bat, because he's like, okay, I'm going to catch the bus. I'm like, bus? You told me you drove. Like, you told me you had a BMW, though. Like, I don't care if you take the bus. Why lie, you know? Anyway. So I'm like, you know, really anxiously awaiting this. I'm really nervous. Like, really nervous. I hate dates. I hate meeting people for the first time.
So she's meeting someone for the first time and bringing them to her aunt's house? That is so dangerous.
And you're like, really like me, you know? Like, I didn't lie about how I look, but...
How did you describe yourself then if you didn't lie? Please, tell us.
So here a knock at the door. The apartment door.
Okay. That is so reckless. I mean, we've all been reckless, but that's reckless.
I was like disappointed because I expected it to be him, right? And there were two guys standing there at the door. And I'm like, yes? I thought they had the wrong door. And he's like, Chantal. One of the guys was like, Chantal? I'm like, yeah. Like, how do you know my name? He's like, it's me. Whatever his name. Whatever the fuck his name was. From IRC. I was like, what? Okay. Let me break it down. The blonde hair he supposedly had was long, stringy, greasy brown hair.
That sounds like you today, so... Okay.
With, like, faded green streaks in it.
Well, not that.
He had a bit of, I just hit puberty stubble on his face, even though he was older than that.
Not everyone can grow a full beard.
6'4", was more like 5'7". What else? His green eyes were brown.
Oh, this is a full-on catfish. Got it. Let me guess, you're still desperate and let him in.
His body type was more like, I'm malnourished, but I drink beer. You get what I'm saying?
Wait, she talking about Pete's?
Not what I expected. And it's not...
Minus the hair comment, it sounds like Pete's.
You know? So anyways, beside him... was a tall, probably 6'4" guy, athletic build, brown hair though, and blue eyes.
So he described his taxi driver?
I'm so confused.
I'm confused too.
So I'm like, who's this guy? He's like, I'm sorry, my cousin called me last minute and he was in town and he really wanted to come with me to meet you. I I was like, okay, you know?
He brought his cousin? Oh, hell no. That sounds really dangerous.
So I didn't want to be rude and leave them standing out there, so I just let them in.
No, his cousin could stay in the car.
Immediately.
So you're a teenager at your aunt's house alone. You invite a stranger over that you met online, and then you also allow that stranger in with their family member. That is so dangerous and reckless. And here's the thing, we've all done dangerous and reckless things. One of the things I'll never understand with Chantel's story times, if you're going to share your past mistakes, at least share what you learned from it. Don't recommend this. I don't know, maybe it's me nitpicking, but I don't like that she never expresses during the story time, by the way, don't do this, or by the way, this is what I learned from this, or by the way, you know, this was clearly a mistake, I would never do this again. She laughs at most of her story times. Some of the worst story times she'll laugh at as if nothing was wrong with it, and she would do it present day. Specifically, now that I think about it, the main story time that bothered me the most, that she never clarified, was the one where she threatens to harm herself, to have emotional control over her family. That story time till this day is one of the worst she's ever told, and she never said anything within that video to say this was wrong, don't do that, I would never do this again, I regret it, all these. She really told it like a 16-year-old telling the story, and she was a grown woman on the internet where thousands could have seen this, and they did.
I mean, I took them into the place. Immediately they go to my aunt's liquor bar. The jock guy, the big guy, apparently was a hockey player. Total douchebag, no matter what he was. Opens the liquor, starts drinking.
Let me guess, he didn't want you? Is that why he's a douchebag?
So
like, thank God she didn't get hurt.
You know, I think I was just too shy to say anything and question him, you know? So I said, well, I didn't know you were bringing anybody. And then as I said that, the guy, the hockey player guy, I don't even know his name either. He's like flexing his arms. He's like, what, you don't think I'm hot?
That's not funny. Like, what if they intended on
I was like, nope.
both hooking up with her?
I mean, on the outside he was handsome, but ugh. It takes a lot more than good looks to turn me on. Sorry.
It just takes a cheeseburger.
So I'm like, I'll be right back. So I went to go walk towards the bathroom. The greasy-haired freak comes up. I feel like he must have come up behind me. I didn't, you know, I was not suspecting.
Why is he a
grabs
freak?
me, starts licking like a fucking cow licks a salt lick, the side of my face, here, and then like kept licking my face. I'm like, oh, that's the grossest thing. I don't know what all men out there never lick a girl's face. Okay, I don't know. Comment below if there's any women who like that. I don't know any women at all who like the entire side of their face being licked and drooled on.
But you don't really have friends, so.
And I can still smell it. I can smell his breath on my face like the whole night. Till I got to shower. Ugh.
Poor guy.
So yeah, so that was.
He's probably happily married with a family. And look, this is her currently. Well, actually, this is a better version of what she is currently.
So I was like, I turned around. I'm like, you know, like kind of. I was like, oh, I just have to go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. He's like, he grabs my hair. He's like, fucking tongue fucks my ear, and he's like, hurry back. Oh, I wish her bathroom had a window. So.
Chantel, what were you going to do? Climb out of it?
Like, come here for a minute. He's like, bossy. I'm like, why? He's like, just come into the other room with me for a minute. So, I'm like, whatever, I'll humor him. You know?
Come into the room? What?
I'm like, I don't know, maybe he'll be alright. Go in the room. sits down on my computer chair, pulls out his cell phone, and starts calling. He's like, I'm just going to call my, there's a girl I'm seeing. We're in love, but she's married, and she won't break up with him. Like,
wait, is this the same guy or
session.
The cousin? I'm so lost.
Meanwhile, I'm like, what? Ah! He's like, but the way she gets off by hearing me get blowjobs from other women. I thought I'd seen it all. And
you kicked him out immediately.
I'm like, I'm suing IRC. This is bullshit. This is fucking bullshit. So.
What? I'm sure IRC doesn't promote letting strangers into your family member's home.
He's like, yeah, babe.
He got on the phone.
There's a girl here. What do you want us to do? And I'm like, oh, no. I'm not having any part of this. I'm not having any part of this.
How did she allow the phone call to even happen?
I'm like, no. I'm like, you guys gotta go. I'm like, this is not what I thought it was, you know? I'm like, my aunt's gonna be home.
So you were down to get gangbanged until you realized that he was calling someone to listen? I'm confused.
So just 5 minutes. He pulls down his pants. Starts touching his wiener. And I don't want to wiener shame.
Oh my God,
I've been with some guys who had small wieners. As long as they know what they're doing. But this guy was like, he had like a micro penis. I don't know if you know what a micro penis is, but it's like an actual thing. She had a micro penis.
Did he actually have that, or is it that compared to the Dungeon of Doom that she calls vagina, it looks like a micro penis? People need to take that into perspective too when they are so quick to shame other people for their body parts.
It was just horrible. I was like, bye, you gotta go. Finally, I was insistent enough. I think in my tone of voice, they could gather that I was being very serious.
They should have gathered that when you slammed the door in their face.
They finally left. That's the last I heard of them.
She could really have been in a bad situation.
Thank goodness.
So what's the lesson, Chantel?
That was horrible.
Don't do this, right?
Oh.
Please, tell us what you learned from this. And how other people shouldn't do it.
So.
And how you place yourself in, big, great danger. So, go ahead.
I mean, that's the downfall of meeting people online instead of face-to-face first, but then you have exceptions like BB. I met BB online, and he's my BB! Well, that was very delicious.
That was.
It was healthy. It was yummy. And it was filling. Those portobello mushrooms are very meaty, So, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. So, like I said, I'm just gonna, do my thing. Make videos for you guys. Delicious meals and story times for you. So we'll see you guys later. Bye. Bye, foodie beauties.
Well, that was the video. Here's the thing. I'm not knocking her for making poor decisions. I've made plenty of poor decisions when I was younger. I've gotten in the car with strangers to get a ride. I've done really so many reckless things that I'm grateful didn't end up worse than what it was. However, I just feel like when you are sitting on a platform and you have an audience, because at this point she probably had thousands of subscribers, and there's always a potential when you post a video, you don't know if the video is going to the view will be 1,000 people or if it'll be 1,000,000 people. With that, you need to take into account that there's a chance that there's a number of different types of people who will view this. It's not to say, don't speak your truth if you made a bad decision, but at least talk and explain to your audience what you learned from it. Don't do this, I made this mistake, don't do it. And maybe that's me nitpicking, maybe that's me expecting too much of her, but at the end of the day, this is a content creator and she has a strong platform. Maybe at the time she didn't think it would be as big as it is now, but you just never know what direction your channel is going in. So if anyone ever sees her videos or my videos where I talk about my past and my past mistakes, I do try to connect it to, in some way, what I learned from it and also my mistakes. Because I always want people to take away from my channel to be better than the people I talk about and myself, because I've made past mistakes as well. Is it quite like this? No, but I've met strangers before when online dating and it didn't go well. However, this seemed just super reckless to me, but we all have made mistakes. Lapse of judgment when you're looking for company, when you're looking for companionship, when you're looking to be in a relationship to fill possibly a void that you're actually avoiding, you know, addressing with maybe like a professional. So I just wanted to get that out there. It's not that, you know, I want to crap on her story time. It actually sounds very believable because I've heard of things like this happening all the time, but I wish she would just incorporate a sense of responsibility present day, even though she's talking about her past. I hope that makes some type of sense. Either way, thank you so much for watching this video. Remember guys, be better today than you were yesterday and greater tomorrow than you will be today. Later.